RJ. Thank you for joining. Hello, hello. Hi, RJ. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in. How are you? Catherine Storing here. How are you? How are you? Where are you guys coming from? Hey, Wood Social Media. Hey, Randall Milner. Thank you for coming in. Catherine Storing here. What are the girls doing today? My goodness. How are you guys? What's going on? All right, that's better. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you for joining. Hey. Well, hello there. How are you, Randall? Hey, Cynthia. Thank you for joining. This is a vent. So I'm going to be venting on this scope. People have no idea how to do social media, so we're going to be chatting up about that. And hopefully, we're just going to be talking about if you're doing social media the right way or the wrong way. But first, tell me what your name is and where you are coming in from today. I am in the Boston area. Hi, Jess. And I usually scope about style and confidence, but today I'm doing a little rant on social media. You are from Atlanta also. I'm going to be in Atlanta in a couple weeks. The UK, what's your name? From the UK, what's Lisa B? Hey, thank you for joining. Where are you guys coming from? Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Sugar Drop, hey. Oh, hi, Sandra. Thank you for coming in. Where are you, Sugar Drop, from? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you. So if you're new to my scopes, please give me a thumbs up and tell me your name and where you're coming from. And then we'll get started. Again, my name is Catherine Storing, and I scope about style and confidence. But tonight, I am ranting about social media because it's about time somebody talks about it. So we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts of social media. And hola, Linda. How are you? And we're just going to, I want to hear your stories. I want to hear the craziest thing that has ever happened to you on social media. So make sure that you swipe right, swipe up, share with your friends. We're just going to have a laugh, and we're just going to talk about the silly things that people do in social media that have no idea that they should not be doing. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Thank you for inviting your friends. So I appreciate that. So swipe right, swipe up, share with your friends on Twitter too if you can. And let's just, let's talk about social media. What is happening in social media? Hi, King in Deborah. Thank you for coming in. What's your name and where are you scoping from? Hi, Miss Cheryl. Thank you for coming in. Where are you scoping from and what's your name? That would be awesome. Where are you coming from? What's your name? I don't think I've seen you here before. Again, my name is Catherine Storing and I scope about style and confidence. But tonight we're ranting about social media and the silly things that people do that actually prevents them from growing their fan club and their profiles because they don't know how to do it. Hi, Amy from Tennessee. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. So if you want to have some fun with me, we're going to get started soon. Swipe right, swipe up, share with your friends, and we'll just talk about the major faux pas that people are doing in social media and they have no idea. Hi, Tiana from Connecticut. Hi, so we're pretty close. I'm in the Boston area, so we're a couple hours away, maybe 3, depending on where you're from. And I don't know who that is. Thank you so much for coming in. And let's just talk about what has been the craziest thing that someone has said to you, has done, has asked you for in social media, whether in Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, Blab, Pinterest. Hi, Nicole. Thank you for coming in. What has happened to you on social media? The craziest thing that somebody has said or done while in social media. And no way, really? Yeah, I think people say that all the time. Yep, absolutely. I have seen that before for sure. Yeah, that's not so bad. I have blocked people for that. But yeah, that's definitely what does that have to do with the conversation, right? I don't know what they think is going to happen. The thing that you're actually going to say, wow, what a brilliant idea. Let me just open my shirt, right? That's not going to happen. So why ask? It's the funniest thing. I think that's hilarious. Yes, I have seen that before. That is so funny. Yeah, no, I've never seen anybody do that. So people probably should stop asking. So what else? What else have people said to you on social media? Something ridiculous, something funny, something outrageous. And I think the main thing that people fail to do in social media is to actually connect. They don't realize that there are people behind profiles. Yeah, I don't get the word those either. It's like, do you have anything in your life going on? Like, what's happening in your life that you think it's going to be okay to be weird? And the trolls, yeah, I don't get that at all. Thank you for the hearts. I don't get that at all. Guys, social media, people forget about the first part of that phrase, social, okay? That means that you're going to connect with people. That's the whole idea. You don't walk up to someone and say, thank you for coming back, Jennifer. You don't walk up to someone and say, hey, let's get married, right? You don't do that. Yes, it is. It should be about engagement. It should not be that you walk up to, you meet someone on social media, you're like, hey, buy my stuff. Hey, give me your email address. We just met. How about, how are you? What are you looking for? Right? Yes, yes. There are so many weirdos, and people don't realize it's about connection. How do you add value? How do you actually connect with someone and actually have a dialogue, actually talk? Is that something that went out of the window in the 80s and the 90s? I don't know, but people don't seem to be able to know how to talk. I just had someone connect to me the other day, and this is why I'm doing this scope. And it's happened before, but this is just like the last drop, and I actually had to say something because I was aggravated by that. This person comes up to me saying thank you, absolutely. And he follows me on Twitter, and he sends me a direct message and say, hey, it sounds like we have a lot in common. I would love to connect, and I would love for us to collaborate. Check out my blog. I usually don't when people ask me to check their stuff out before we even connect, but I checked his profile. He looked legit. He had a lot of followers, and he looked like a professional person. So I went to his blog post, and it was actually a good blog. Hi, Vero. Thank you for coming in. It was a great blog post. So I read it. I thought it was great. I sent back a message to say, hey, great, loved it. I share it. Everything was great. Takes like 24 hours to get back to me on the question that I sent. And then when he responds back, he's like, what do you think I should do in order to gain more followers on my blog? Some people are too guarded on Periscope's block purpose and obscenities, but not different views. Okay, yeah, that's true. That is very true. And it was like, so you're asking me, not only did I already share your stuff, I read your blog, you haven't asked me anything about me, nothing, not a single thing he asked me about me. It was all about the me show. How can I help his blog grow? And I'm like, either you have someone trying to grow your account, or maybe you don't know, you don't have any social skills, and you don't know how to build relationships. It is all about building relationships. Before you ask, you have to give. So that is the first tip that I'm going to give you. Before you ask anybody for anything, you have to give them something. You're going to ask someone, hey, how do I look today? Do you think I look pretty? No, you got to say, hey, how are you, my friend? I love your glasses, or I love your hair, or I love whatever. Or it's so lovely to see you. I love your profile. I love your scopes. You have to offer. You have to offer before you ask. And especially don't ask twice on a row without making any connection. Social media requires you to connect. It requires you to stop thinking about yourself and actually think how you can add value to somebody else, okay? So if you are stagnant, if your numbers are not growing, if people are not buying your stuff, if people are not introducing you to other people, that is because, my friend, you are like a, what do you call it? These things that you put in, what is it called? I forget. But it's all about you. You. Nothing for anybody else. You just want to take, and you don't give to anybody, okay? That is not what it's about. You're supposed to add value. You're supposed to connect with people. That's what it's all about. Connecting. Build a relationship first. Be appropriate. There's another way to say introducing yourself. Yes, you can follow people. There's nothing wrong with that. But how about connecting for the right reasons? Are you just adding numbers to your profiles? Nothing's going to happen if you do that. There's not going to be any engagement. There's got to be a reason behind why you're connecting with someone. Yes, give and you will receive for sure. Doesn't the Bible say it is better to give than to receive? There is a reason why you actually give more. You receive more when you give. It's just, if you feel good about yourself, you help other people, and people remember. They remember you when you give. The other day, I introduced a good friend of mine to another good friend that they didn't know each other. But the reason why I felt comfortable doing that was because the two of them are givers separately. And I knew that if I connect them, then we're going to give to each other and their communities even more. That's why I was able to connect them to each other. People are going to remember your behavior. Now, this person, I'm going to remember that he's not a connector. I'm going to remember that this person is not giving and that this person is only there for themselves. And that's unfortunate because he actually has great content, but that's what I'm going to remember. That's not all he is, but that's what I'm about to remember. So does anybody else, hi Tina, want to share something that happened to them on social media where someone tried to connect with them or reach out for something inappropriate, like asking for followers on their first connection or asking for money, which has happened before? People send me their YouFundMe link. Like on the first thing, this lady like loved my scopes and she thought I was great and blah, blah, blah. She found me on Facebook, and her first direct message was her GoFundMe campaign. Someone asked me for money. Yeah, I was like, what makes you think that I'm going to send you money when I just met you? I'm not saying that I'm not about to help people. I don't mind helping people. There's nothing wrong with that. But you cannot hit someone with give me money before they even know who you are. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're going to use their money for. Even if you say it's for rent, for whatever it is. We don't know each other. So before you try to get something out of someone, you have to give first. Yes. Someone have a block party. Yes. Oh my goodness, yeah, that is crazy. There's so many weirdos that you have to block them, unfortunately. Like, I don't want to, but if you're going to be inappropriate, if you're going to say inappropriate things, and you're not going to listen if I say stop, I'm going to have to block you. I'm going to have to block you. So there are right ways and wrong ways to doing social media. And the right way is to actually connect with people for the right reasons, to add value, to look for ways to make a difference in your community. A guy was on a follow and he found me on Twitter, messaged me and sent me his number. That is so funny. Whatever happened to a guy calling you instead, giving you his number? That is so lazy and so like weasel-like. You know, if you like someone, you gotta build a relationship and then ask her for her number. That's maybe I'm old-fashioned. He begged me to call him, and oh, good for you. So one from India wanted me to come and wanted to be your servant. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. That is crazy. Like, why? What if you were like a crazy person? People just put themselves in a real lot of trouble by just saying the most inappropriate things and by not having common sense. Like, what happened to common sense? Like, it's gone. People don't think about it. They just say whatever comes to their mind. It's just kind of crazy. I don't understand. So before you reach out to someone, think about it and say, would I want someone to reach out and ask me for this? Yeah, exactly. What's the rush? What is the rush? Build a relationship. It takes time. What do they say? Rome was not built in a day, okay? It takes time to build a relationship. Don't rush it. When you rush the development, when you rush that stage of getting to know each other, you'll ruin the whole thing. And I just realized that I have 2 different earrings on. So all day, like I'm in the 80s, hi Holly, all day. Nobody said anything today. I don't know if he had a little crush on me, but we get to know me and then we can go. Of course, get to know me. Absolutely. That is crazy. I had 2 earrings all day, but you know what? I like this one and I like this one. I guess that's the way it is. That's crazy. Let's get to know one another. Let's just see if we have anything in common. Let's just see if we can help each other. Let's just see if our audiences want to even meet. So many people want to collaborate and they don't even know if they're actually a fit, if they can work together. Take the time to know one another. Oh, that's okay. I didn't even notice. I was just, for some reason, looked at myself and I'm like, oh my, what is that? That is insane. I think I was just this morning I was so tired. I didn't even notice. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That is crazy. Gotta do social media the right way. Do you guys have any questions for me about social media or any stories about things that have happened to you while you're trying to connect? Know, like, and trust. Absolutely. In that order. In that order. Take your time. Do not rush things. If it's meant to happen, it will happen in due time. If it's meant to happen, it will happen in due time. There's no need to rush things. Take your time. Take your time. The right people will wait for you. The right people are worth waiting for. I'm trying to build the courage to scope. I don't think I'm ready. Why not? You see me here all the time, and now I'm in Blab too, which I'm loving, by the way. Why don't you scope tonight? I'll watch you. Come on. It's fun. It's easy. Look, we're just talking. That's all we're doing. That's it. Yeah, just do it. We'll watch you. It's just, how many times have I done this? How many times? I'm going to tell you right now. Let me see if I can actually see myself and see how many times I have done it. I think I have over 200 scopes here, at least. And I'm on Blab. I have lots of videos on YouTube. It really is just, you're looking at yourself, just do it. Oh, please. But that's not how I started. I pushed myself. I was very shy. Obviously, I'm not shy anymore, but I used to be. So you got to just push yourself. Nothing bad's going to happen. Nobody cares. Just get up there and say, hey, this is my first scope ever. Yeah, just be yourself. I'm just being myself now. I'm venting. I'm venting because this person made me really mad. So what do you feel like talking about? You're really shy. That's okay. That's all right. You can still be shy and get behind the camera. There's nothing wrong with that. What do you like to talk about? Come on. Tell us. What do you like to talk about? Come on, we'll watch you. Just tell us. Just tell us. What do you like to talk about? What is one thing that you can talk about forever and ever and ever and ever and not get tired about? Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. You can name it the scope for shy people. That would be perfect. And guess what? I will give you even one better. You don't even have to face it to your face. If you're not ready, that's okay. Just get behind the camera and point the camera to your computer and just talk about something for 1 minute. 1 minute. Talk about, okay, I'll give you one. How about talking about going to Atlanta to the conference? Okay, in a couple of weeks, we're going to go to Atlanta and I'm going to be one of the speakers. Why don't you talk about your expectations of the conference? You can do that. I'm sure you have expectations. Like, tell me one expectation. What do you expect to get out of the conference in a couple of weeks? That's an easy one. You should have at least, I have many expectations, but one expectation. What do you expect to get out of the conference next week? Come on. Don't be shy. That's okay. There's no wrong answer here. You own your own expectations. You can just, what do you want to see? What do you want to do? What are you expecting? Come on. What are you expecting from the conference in Atlanta? Are you thinking about it? Okay, awesome. So it's the perfect place to be because that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. I actually wrote down the title. Do you want me to tell you the title? Learn how to grow spiritual. That's awesome. Would you like to learn the title of my talk? I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about it. I think this is it. I think this is it. But I'm not sure. Yes? Okay. So the title of my breakout session is The Importance of Rewriting Your Style Story. Oh, me too, honey. Me too. The importance of rewriting your style story. That's going to be powerful. It's going to be very, very powerful. I'm going to be sharing my story, and I'm going to be giving steps on how to rewrite your style story and why it's so important. Oh, we are all going to learn. There's going to be amazing speakers there. So all those expectations you are going to get for sure. So why not practice and do a quick scope about the things that you mentioned? Growing spiritually, getting to know me, being more confident about yourself, stepping out of your shell. How about that? For 1 minute, you can get behind the camera and you can say what your expectations are for the conference. What do you think of that? What do you think about that? You think you can do that? What do you think? Not today? Okay, so not today. When? When can you do it? Tomorrow. Okay, that's good. That's progress. What time tomorrow? What time tomorrow? You're building the car. That's good. I'm just holding you accountable. Nothing gets done without a deadline or a budget. Nothing gets done without a deadline or a budget. So now we have sort of a deadline. So you're thinking tomorrow. Tomorrow has 24 hours. Maybe around 8:30 Eastern time. So can we say that you will scope tomorrow for 1 minute at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time? Now, you know that 8:30 is when Dr. Sims goes on. So what about 8:20? Can you do it tomorrow at 8:20 and I will watch you? I will wait for you. That is perfect. That is so perfect. Oh my gosh, you are a genius. Yes. Perfect. Okay, it's a date tomorrow at 8:20 Eastern Standard Time. Being Blessed 27 is going to scope about being shy and about being nervous to scope. And then yes, that's it. 59 seconds. That's all you have to do. Woo! That is so exciting. Are you so happy? I'm telling you, you're going to feel amazing. I'm telling you, you're going to feel like a brand new woman. I'm going to be right there next to you, holding your hand, cheering you on, tapping on that screen like my finger has no, it's like no control. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That is awesome. Hi. You're very welcome. Hi, Pat. KM, thank you so much for joining. Being Blessed 27 just decided to scope tomorrow, 8:20 Eastern Time. She is going to scope for 59 seconds. Woohoo! That is a huge achievement, like crazy huge. My first scope was maybe 2 minutes, maybe. And all I did was I get on there and I was nervous because I didn't even figure out how to do it. I just got on. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. And I just did it and I shut it down so fast. And after that, I was like, ooh, this is fun. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop doing it over and over again. Now I have had so many, like I said, over 200. So the first one is the hardest. After that, it's like riding a bike. And very, very easy to ride bike. That's what scoping is about. So tomorrow, 8:20 Eastern Time, you're going to scope. And maybe you can scope about being nervous, or you can talk about social media, about that guy that reached out to you and gave you his phone number and asked you to call them, instead of manning up and saying, hey lady, I think you're awesome. I would like to get to know you and eventually talk to you on the phone. Would that be okay? Guys, it is that simple. It is that simple. Hey, I think you're awesome. I like your post. I would like to get to know you a little better. What do you think? Is that okay? Are you up for it? That's it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be poetic. It has to be clean. It has to be polite. And it has to be on time. Meaning, don't rush to it. Take your time. It's the same thing in social media. Do not rush the get to know part of the relationship. Everything's a relationship. So do not rush the get to know part. Take your sweet time. I know. I'm telling you, that guy got me so mad. He did not ask me one thing about me, asking about his blog. I read it, I share it, and then he has the nerve to ask me again, how do you think I can grow my blog? I'm like, you don't even know my name. You haven't asked me what I need. You haven't asked me how I'm doing. You haven't asked me one tiny, teeny little thing about myself. And you want me to help you twice? Are you serious right now? And that's what happened. He just lost me. I was a fan. I thought his blog was great. Not anymore, because he doesn't know how to build relationships. He didn't even know how to add value. And that's why I have to get on here and say, do not rush the get to know part of the relationship. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. So please be blessed. I want you to add our friend here, and that way she can join us tomorrow morning at 8:20 Eastern Time. I am so excited for you. You're gonna do your very first scope for 1 minute or 59 seconds. I don't know what that was. Or 59 seconds, right? So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow morning, right before Dr. Sims comes on. If you do anything, please don't rush the get to know session part of any relationship, especially in social media and offline as well, of course. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for sharing your stories with me. And I am so proud of you that you are going to scope tomorrow. It's amazing. I'm so proud of you. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see you on, when is it? The 26th, the 27th, or the 25th and the 26th? One of those two dates, one of them. My breakout session is on Saturday, I think in the afternoon. I'm not sure. But I will be there. I have my flight. I booked the hotel. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And we're going to dance September 25th. That's it. We're going to dance. We're going to have a good time. And we're going to learn. You're going to learn. I'm going to learn. And you're going to leave there just so amazing. Me too. I fly in Friday morning. I'll be there pretty early. So I think I land at 10 or before that. Hi, KJ. Thank you for joining. We've been talking about what not to do and what to do right when trying to build social media the right way. There is a wrong way and the right way, and we're talking about the wrong way to do it, which doesn't work, and that's why I was ranting about this person. And the right way is slow and steady, my friends. Slow and steady, add value, ask how you can help. Who said that? I think it was John F. Kennedy. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. I love that. Hi, honey. Nice to see you. And there you go. I'm following. Oh, you're Catherine too, with a fancy spelling. I'm Catherine too. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Do you have any stories about social media disasters? There's going to have a shuttle. Yeah, that's what he said. It's going to be a shuttle for the conference. Absolutely. That's what he said. I'm counting on that. Although I might get a rental. I'm not sure. Maybe I will. Do you have any, Catherine, do you have any stories about people reaching out to you and rushing the online relationship, either by saying something inappropriate or by not connecting with you properly, or rushing the get to know part of the relationship? Has that ever happened to you? It has happened to me so many times. It's happened to being blessed, to many of us. It's just crazy. It's just so sad. It's like, let's go to social media school and learn how to talk to each other. Learn how to actually add value. Why not? Why not do that, right? It's so simple. Stop thinking about yourself and think about others. People are going to be more willing to help you. They're going to be more willing to be there for you when you need them, when you add value, instead of asking all the time, give me, give me, give me, right? It's very sad. Very, very sad. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you share, swipe right, swipe up, share with your friends so they can watch the replay and learn how to add value instead of asking for favor after favor before adding value. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to give you one more chance to share so they can watch the replay. They will thank you later because they're going to learn how to salvage their online and offline relationships by not rushing the process. Okay? Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you tomorrow.